Hello everyone, it's that college football guy here with another video. Well, it's time for the recap from the Saturday games and to review the one game that's being broadcast today. And we have one game today. I'll get into that in. That's LSU. Well, it's technically neutral site game. Florida State at LSU. LSU's the home team as they're doing it in New Orleans instead of Baton Rouge. But you know what? I'll just do that game right now. Get the prediction out the way. Florida State is Florida State. It's a work in progress still. And LSU's got a lot of great athletes, and LSU's going to beat them. So now that we got that out of the way, let's get into the games from yesterday. A little bit of review here. Yeah, doing the sheet thing again. Next to me again today. Well, first off, I took a lot of flack for making two predictions. Some of the games I got wrong. I mean, there's a couple of them I got in here. Like, I thought Liberty, without Malik Willis, would struggle. And they did ride the struggle bus to face Southern Mississippi, who had Southern Miss beaten Liberty. But Liberty beat Southern Mississippi in 4 overtimes, 28-27. So I got that one wrong. But there were two games that I got right that were big upsets. But anyway, let's get into this. Alabama beat Utah State 55-0. Ohio State beat Notre Dame 21-10. Notre Dame, you were hoping they can get it done, but no, wrong. So far, I'll tell you the games I got wrong out of the top 25. There really wasn't any. Number 3, Georgia beating Oregon 49-3. The only thing I got wrong there was I figured Oregon's offense would actually show up and not stay behind. But I guess they didn't make the plane because good. Then again, Bo Nix is Bo Nix. That's exactly how he looked against Auburn, and he has a perfect record against Auburn. He's 0-for. He's never won. As Auburn against Georgia, I should say Bo Nix against Georgia is perfect. He's 0-for. He's never won a game. And we got Texas A&M beating Sam Houston State. We have the upset I called that everybody thought it was crazy. Florida beating Utah. I said the fact that there were some players in the secondary. I mentioned in the preview video the fact that some guys were overlooking Florida, overlooking Southern Utah, and overlooking San Diego State, saying, we can't wait to go play Arizona State undefeated. It says, you act that way, you will lose. If you put that kind of effort in, you will lose a game. Well, guess what happened? You lost. It looked almost like Utah thought they mailed it in. They didn't have to show up, and then once they figured out they actually had to play, it was too little too late. Richardson played crazy. Anyway, Michigan beating Colorado State. Michigan beat Colorado State 51-7. Number 9, Oklahoma beat UTEP 45-13. Number 10, Baylor beat Albany State 69-10. Blew the doors off. Then NC State, holy cow, they barely hung on to beat East Carolina. East Carolina had plenty of shots. If you were the kicker for East Carolina right now, you were ready to be nauseous. If he wasn't already, he might have been gotten death threats from some of these people. This is crazy. But NC State barely beats East Carolina. They survived. USC beats Rice 66-14. With number 14 USC. Number 16 Miami beats Bethune-Cookman. Yeah, right, 70-13. Like that was a shock. Number 18 Wisconsin over Illinois State 38-0. Number 19 Arkansas beat Cincinnati 31-24. I figured it was going to be a close game, and that's exactly what it was. Number 20 Kentucky beat Miami Ohio 37-13. Number 21 Ole Miss had a little bit of trouble with Troy. They only won 28-10. Offense is supposed to be great with Lane Kiffin, and you only got 28 against Troy. Troy's, not a bad team, but for a group of 5, but really? Then we got the one that surprised me is number 21 Houston. Or no, not 21 Houston, 24 Houston. It took you 3 overtimes to beat Texas San Antonio. Texas San Antonio was a good team, and they were a bold team last year and a damn good one. 37-35 in triple overtime. Great game. 25 BYU beat USF 50-21. No surprise there. What happened with Iowa? 7-3 over South Dakota State. 7-3. Somebody fall asleep. Did you decide to pull a trick on everybody and put the prep team out there in the starters' uniforms, and that's what the kind of game we had? That was horrible. Horrible. And one of the games I got wrong, I thought Boston College was going to beat Greg Schiano's Rutgers team. I was wrong. Rutgers beat them 22-21 on a nail-biter. And then I should call this the Carolina Pinball Classic. That's exactly what it was. Being inside a pinball machine. North Carolina beats Appalachian State 63-61. 63-61. If you're a defensive coordinator, you're already updating your resume. Because what was that? And then there's the other game. The other game that everybody told me I was absolutely... One person in the comments when I did the Mountain West prediction video told me I was crazy thinking that. Arizona, who can barely win games, beating San Diego State at home in San Diego. Arizona 38, San Diego State 20. Arizona has some dynamic playmakers. They're going to struggle against Pac-12 opponents, but against Group of 5 teams, they're going to win. So don't think this is a surprise. I wasn't completely bought in on San Diego State, hence the reason why I picked Fresno State to win the West Division this year, not San Diego State, because I wasn't sold on them. Crazy games, folks. There's a lot of other games. There's some other games I got wrong. I mean, I'm thinking about the early on games. Did anybody out there, anybody pick Old Dominion to beat Virginia Tech? Because I definitely didn't. I mean, what happened? Somebody, please tell me, what happened in that game? I know it's a new coaching staff and everything, but my goodness, what in the world? There were some upsets. There were some ridiculous blowouts. So Georgia basically reminded everybody that maybe Alabama and Georgia for the national championship again. So, yeah, it's going to be crazy. Although I did have Alabama and Ohio State in my preview winning it, and Ohio State pulling off the upset and beating Georgia. But right now, I'm beginning to wonder if that's going to happen. Because Notre Dame, they were playing Notre Dame and struggled on offense. Notre Dame is nowhere near as good as Georgia. And you struggled against them. I'm beginning to wonder about that, but there's a little bit of time between here and there. So, I also have a question to ask, and this is for everybody here who's watching the videos. I've been wondering about this, and my wife actually brought this up. Maybe he's Mr. Prognosticator, as she'd like to refer to me as when she wants to get under my skin. Why don't you put up what your record was for your predictions after each week, or you want to wait till the end of the year? So I'm asking all of you. Do you want me to say, okay, these are of the games I predicted, which is games for the Mountain West Conference, the Sun Belt, the American, and all 5 Power 5 conferences, the ACC, the Big Ten, the Big 12, the Pac-12, the SEC. I predicted games for every one of those teams. I didn't predict Notre Dame. I didn't predict BYU. But for those games, should I do it every week or just till up to the end of the year and see how bad I do? I'm not going to do against the spread. I don't do against the spread. I'm doing heads up. So tell me how I did. What should I do? Should I do it every week or do it, tally it up and do it at the end of the year? So let me know what you think down in the comments below. So, and tell me, did your team win or did your team on there? Then we have some Arizona State Sun Devil fans who pulled off a good win against Northern Arizona. Unfortunately, there's some San Diego State fans who are a little upset. Sorry about that. Boise State fans are mad because they lost to Oregon State. Oregon State's a bowl team. So imagine what you think about them. They're the supposed bottom of the Pac-12, the bottom of the Pac-12. They're going to be a bowl team. Stanford and Cal are the bottom of the Pac-12. But I'm going to get into them in another video because they're too much of a headache. But everybody, thanks everybody for watching the video. Please do me a favor. Hit the thumbs up. It helps the analytics. It helps to get this out there more so we can try to get this channel to grow. Like I said, make comments down below. Let me know what you think. Do you think about some of the predictions you thought were going to happen? I know there's one guy who's got a channel out there who he and I have been commenting back before, and that's Scotty B. the Baylor King. Yes, I see you, and I've been seeing some of the videos you put up. In fact, Scotty B. the Baylor King. He's up in the comments. Go to the channel. Give him a... Check his videos out, and if you like the videos, subscribe to his channel. Help him out. Because he's ahead of me up there. He primarily talks about Baylor. He's also a college basketball nut. I'm primarily college football. I will freely admit that. So someone had the idea of a college basketball video of doing what I did for the Power 5 for the Power 5 in basketball. Hey, Scotty, maybe that's an idea for a video for you. Because you're a better basketball guy than I am. I freely admit that. So, like I said, everybody, put any comments down the video. And if you like this video, subscribe to the channel. I try to do one almost every day. I try. Some days, weather, power. Since I'm a truck driver in my truck and there's lack of signal, so I got to do it off 4G. Sometimes it's slow. So, thanks, everybody. Please, like the video, comment on the video, and subscribe to the channel so we can get this thing to grow. And as always, everyone, please, be good to each other.